two kids, and Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. We were stuck here. I think the hardest thing dealing with Katrina for me was the kids. Getting their lives back to normal, because their lives was torn apart. Mine was too, but I mean, it's easier for adults to deal with it. And my kids had been in 3 different schools in a matter of 6 months, and that had never happened, because they always go to school. They always would go to school and start 1 grade and finish that finish that school. So we were and they had a lot of problems adjusting. They had a lot of adjustments had to be made, and they were worried about a lot of their friends, and they were worried about a lot of their families. We was fortunate we didn't have to go to the convention center, but 6 days after Katrina, I found out that my mother was at the convention center. My elderly mother, my twin sister, and she had just had heart surgery a few days before Katrina. But I think, the kids, that was a good experience. Now that I look back on it, because sometimes I lay in the bed and I reflect on it, and I think that was a good learning experience, because they seen the water. We were able to get out the water, but they had people that couldn't get out the water. They had people that just couldn't, they had people that I've seen on TV, not personally, the bodies floating, and that was horrific, and I think about that all the time. I think about it, and they have people here that I know we look like we moving along and not thinking about it, but it affects us, because when you get, everything has changed. Our cost of living has changed. Everything out in school has changed, and some of the things, most of the things are for the better, but we have a lot of changes that we have to deal with. Plus, you're dealing with your own personal issues. You're dealing with your own personal issues. So I pray a lot. I read a lot. That's my outlet, and I try to keep my son, with my oldest son. He's out of school now, and my youngest son, he's still in school. So we participate with school functions. We try to do family things together. Basically, I just pray, and so many people gave me encouragement. So I try to give other people, try to do the same thing to other people, because I've been encouraged, and send me spiritual cards. And I have a lot of friends. Most of my friends are well, I'm not gonna say most of them, all of them, all my friends, they're Christians, so we encourage each other, we pick each other up when we're down, and like I said, the church, and I've like, it's easy to turn away from the church when you're having bad problems. It's easy to turn away. It's easy, because I have been to that point where I'm just not going, because I can't deal with this. I can't deal with my life the way my life is, and I just got to the point where I just had to push myself. Okay, we're going to church. We're going to church. Sometimes we on our way, and we going to church, and we barely have enough gas. But still you go because you don't know and every time I go, I step in the doors, and when I come home, I'm bringing something back with me, so it's able to help me, and I'm sure my kids is picking up on it too. And like retreats, they have retreats for the children. They have different things. They have all kind of stuff. And when I say children, even though I have a teenager, they have our churches. They feed the young, the old. They feed everybody. Right, so I mean that's what keeps us going. And if I feel like I need somebody to talk to, I know I can always go there and talk, and I can read my Bible, and Bible class. I go to Bible class when I can. I try to go to Bible class, and I have a sister that goes. She goes to Bible class with me. But it's like you said, it's easy to be bitter, but I choose not to be bitter. A lot of people wouldn't even know the things, the challenges that I've had to go through, other than seeing me. They may know, okay, when she had to stop working because she had heart problems. But I've had way more challenges than that. I had a lot of challenges in my life, and I know if I can overcome with the help of the Lord, I know it's possible. Everybody can overcome their challenges. You know, you have to have faith, and that's what I pray for, faith, and you know, healing, and I've gotten on about that because of that. But you know, and I just, you know, I just pray, and I wake up during the night. I will get up during the night and I say my prayers, and I pray because like I said, one time I felt like I was getting weak because I was doubting. You know, you have doubts, and I had doubts. I mean, why am I going through this? Why am I going through that? You know, because of I'm gonna say because of Katrina. We were in a house. We was living in a house that we had prior to Katrina, but because of Katrina came and that changed the job situation and everything, and we lost that house. So that was a loss for my kids. They had to lose that. They did that, and right before that, they lost their grandmother. So it's a lot of things that we have to deal with. But I know in life that you have to deal with it, and I just try to keep them rooted in the Word. We do positive things. There's a lot of positive things that you can do. A lot of simple positive things that you can do. I know, you know, praying and having faith that helped us to get through.